75 years, our esteemed institution, the University of the West Indies, has been a symbol of excellence in the Caribbean and beyond. While honoring our rich heritage, we are also committed to embracing progress and change. One exciting change is the modernization of the academic regalia worn by university officers during formal ceremonies. Our UWI regalia, which was first introduced in the 1960s, has been significantly redesigned. This new bespoke collection of gowns, conceptualized through insightful contributions from our university community, was produced by a collaboration of in-house talent, a budding young designer, and a West Indian manufacturer. The gowns are now more suitable for the climate, embody our Caribbean heritage, and represent our dedication to sustainability. Most importantly, they celebrate our continued evolution as an independent university breaking from colonial ties. Tradition meets evolution as the spirit of Caribbeanness infuses these gowns, marking a new history for the University of the West Indies.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the UWI presentation of graduate ceremony this pleasant, sunny Saturday morning. I am Roger Bent, and I will be taking you through the pre-show. That includes all three processions that you will see this morning, leading you up to the point where the Chancellor takes the stage. Two groups of graduands or two faculties will be graduating this morning. The Faculty of Humanities and Education and the Faculty of Law. For a couple of minutes, you'll be treated to the sweet sound of pan music. This is being played by the Panorama Steel Orchestra. One of our oldest club on campus. Another club that have stood the test of time is the University Singers. And you will see them also on show later on in this graduation. Currently on your screen is the UWI Panorama Steel Orchestra. While we may be gathering from different corners of the world today, we acknowledge our online viewers. The significance of this occasion remains as powerful as ever. Today we come together to celebrate resilience, determination, and countless hours of hard work that have brought us to this milestone. There will be 5 ceremonies at Mona this year. But the one you're currently seeing on screen is the Faculty of Humanities and Education and the Faculty of Law. This year's series of graduation ceremonies is themed Celebrating Caribbean Legacy, a kaleidoscope of resilience. The theme, Celebrating Caribbean Legacy, a kaleidoscope of resilience. The presentation of graduate series began over 3 weeks ago at the Five Island campus in Antigua, then on to St. Augustine in Trinidad and Tobago, then to the Cayville campus, and now here we are at the Mona campus in Kingston, Jamaica. You're currently seeing on screen the UWI Panorhythm Steel Orchestra. They are a staple performer on the graduation stage. This is the fourth of 5 graduation rather, and they've played at every single one. To tell you a little bit about the University of the West Indies. The University of the West Indies, the UWI, has been a significant force in Caribbean development for over 75 years. I pause to say we recently concluded our 75th year, and we celebrated 75 in fine style last year. The UWI started as a University College of London in Jamaica with 33 medical students in 1948. And has now grown into a globally recognized university with nearly 50,000 students and 5 campuses. Namely, Jamaica, St. Augustine in Trinidad and Tobago, Cave Hill in Barbados, Five Islands in Antigua and Barbuda, and its global campus. This is along with its global centers in partnership with universities in North America, Latin America, Asia, Africa, and Europe. The UWI offers over 1,000 certificate, diploma, undergraduate, and postgraduate degree options in various fields such as culture, creative and performing arts, food and agriculture, engineering, humanities and education, law, medical sciences, science and technology, social sciences, and sport. It is also home to several specialized institutes and centers focusing on research and other activities aligned with our activist agenda, and also our support for the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. The UWI also recently launched the International School for Development, or for Development Justice rather, the ISDJ. The world's first ever global business school dedicated solely to online graduate programs focusing on the leadership of the SDG. This is the fourth of fifth that we're going to be seeing this morning. This particular graduation is the Faculty of Humanities and Education and the Faculty of Law. And a correction there. This is the fourth of 5 graduations. now hearing the signature music that signifies the arrival of the graduates. And you're seeing, look at those faces, smiles. Of hard work and sacrifice. You're being led in by the marshal. And the marshal will guide them to their seats. Each group of graduates are assigned a marshal, and each procession is also assigned a marshal. The chief marshal will accompany the chancellor's procession. Graduates are filing into the tent. There are 3 sets of graduates that you will see this morning. The first set is the undergraduates, by those who are doing postgraduate degrees, and finally those who have been conferred with PhDs. All 3 will be marching into the tent this morning, and especially when you get to the PhD, you will see that beautiful red gown piped with black. Stands out. Of course, I will guide you as much as I can along that path. The UWI has a network of more than 250,000 alumni. The university has a significant impact on Caribbean society, with graduates holding leadership positions in government, business, and civil society organizations. Over 25 of our graduates have risen to become heads of government or heads of state. Notably, 2 of 3 Nobel laureates of Caribbean descent, Sir Derek A. Walcott and former Vice Chancellor Sir Arthur Lewis, have direct ties to the university. Other esteemed alumni include the current Secretary General of the Caribbean Community CARICOM, Carla Barnett, and former President of the UN General Assembly, Ambassador Dennis Francis. Just reading bits and pieces of an article from UWITV Today entitled "The Circumstance of the Pomp." Of course, you know, ceremonies like these bring a huge level of pomp and pageantry. And so I will identify some critical areas for you to be informed about, rather. The procession, for example. We talk about the undergraduates procession or the graduand procession. We'll talk about the academic procession, and we'll talk about the chancellor's procession. Every commencement ceremony begins and ends with a procession. This ritual was derived from the clerical processions of the Roman Catholic Church, and many of its symbolic elements are still incorporated into graduations today. The stately music that you hear provides the background for the entrance of the marchers. For instance, in one such element, it lends a dignified tone to the occasion, and its rhythm sets the pace for the marchers. The UWI used the phrase presentation of graduates, but it's common in universities to refer to graduation as commencement ceremony. So commencement, although the word commencement implies beginning, it is also the word used to describe the celebration of the end of a student's academic career, or at least one stage of it. Why such contradiction, you may ask? The reason can be found in the 11th and 12th century medieval universities of Paris and Bologna. These universities were guilds where students, then called apprentices, learn skills from masters of certain crafts. At the end of the period of study, the apprentice earned a testimonial of skill. He was expected to begin teaching, hence the commencement ceremony celebrated the apprentice's induction into the profession. Earlier in the video presentation, you saw we unveiled a new regalia for the Chancellor. Regalia is the traditional dress of graduates, consists of three elements: the gown, the hood, and the mortarboard. If we have time, we'll get more into that description for you. Our valedictorian for this morning, afternoon is somehow in my head, is Candice Ramsey. Candice Ramsey has an unwavering commitment to excellence. Miss Ramsey's early love for learning was nurtured by her family and solidified during her time at Our Lady of the Angels Preparatory School, where she graduated as valedictorian and served as deputy head girl. Dedication continued throughout her years at St. Andrew High School for Girls, embracing the school's core values: reverence for God, excellence, respect, integrity, honesty, kindness, and compassion. Candice held several leadership roles, including President of the Debating Society and Senior Prefect. She graduated with 9 CSEC distinctions, including 8 straight A profiles, and earned valedictorian honors once again for the class of 2019. She continued to excel in sixth form, achieving outstanding results in her CAPE examinations. In 2021, Candice embarked on her tertiary education at the University of the West Indies, Mona, where she pursued a Bachelor of Arts in Integrated Marketing Communication. During that time, she thrived, consistently earning a place on the Dean's List for the Faculty of Humanities and Education. In her second year, she received the Faculty Prize for Outstanding Academic Performance. Ladies and gentlemen, our valedictorian, Candice Ramsey. Watching the graduation for the Faculty of Humanities and Education and the Faculty of Law. Is Mr. Monty Blake, rather. The honorary graduate, Mr. Monty Blake. Monty Blake, a Jamaican cultural ambassador, continues a musical legacy established by his father, Val Blake, when he founded Meritone Music in 1950. Meritone was the first sound from Moran Bay, St. Thomas. It started in the post-World War II Genesis era of sound systems and has pioneered Jamaica's sound system industry ever since. Now it is the only sound that remains from the original era, making it the oldest continuously operating system in the world, the last sound standing. to Val's death in 1956, his brother Trevor Winston Tyrone, his brother Trevor Winston Tyrone, three of them, and Monty took the baton, maintaining Meritone's status as a cultural asset for Jamaica and a valuable subsector of the creative industry for over 70 years. Our honorary graduate, Monty Blake. Proud faces, testament of accomplishment, hard work, dedication, stick-to-itiveness, success stories in this tent, as we love to call it, the graduation tent. It also serves as an examination tent, but we prefer it as the graduation tent. We're now seeing those conferred with PhDs making their way into the graduation area. A moment of extreme pride. You're seeing that spectacular gown I spoke about, red piped with black, or trimmed with black. Close off the procession for the graduates, we'll now look to the academic procession. This will come up in short order. The academic procession includes members of staff and members of faculty, and you're getting a clear view of the platform, which is where the Chancellor's party will sit. Those flags you're seeing there are representative of our contributing territories. The UWI as a regional institution is funded by these contributing territories. And I'm sure as the camera moves by, you can identify the different flags from the different islands. Quite possibly some of you are watching from some of those very same territories as we speak. Bearing in mind that graduates have traveled from all across the Caribbean to be here today. The academic procession consists of the marshal, who will go first as usual, almost ushering them into the space. You'll have members of the Guild of Students, members of the UWI Alumni Association, the Jamaica chapter, members of the University and Campus Council. And so you will see that organization and fashion coming in. The second round of procession that you will see this morning. Initially, I had spoken of 3 separate processions: the graduates, the academic, and the chancellor's procession. The structure you're seeing, as I said before, is a tent, but so wonderfully designed, you would never know it's a tent when you get inside. Outfitted with modern flooring and all the amenities you need. Fully AC'd. And as the graduates get settled, they are now anticipating the arrival of the academic staff. And sharing with you, as we wait, a highlight of the UWI's MONA, in particular, academic year report. MONA Campus reports Restructuring, Transformation and Growth Initiative, shortened RTG. The University of the West Indies, MONA, in November of 2024, launched Operation RTG, aimed at restructuring the central administrative units of the campus. That is, the Office of the Campus Principal, the Office of the Deputy Principal, the Office of the Campus Registrar and Bursary. At the sound of the music, we'll now see the academic procession beginning. A sea of red appears. To the left of the stage. The Chancellor's party will be center stage. objective of RTG, as I was saying before, is to ensure that these offices are fit for purpose, to deliver high quality and efficient services to our stakeholders. This work is now being overseen by a steering committee chaired by financial expert Dr. Dennis Cohen, formerly the Group Chief Financial Officer and Deputy CEO of NCB Financial Group Limited. The academic staff filing in and taking their places on the platform. Having done so, I think we'll now be hearing from the university singers. And we're already hearing the sounds coming from their beautiful voices.
Freedom is calling, freedom is calling, freedom is calling. Oh yes, oh yes, I know. 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 Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming. Oh yes, I know. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Freedom is coming. Oh yes, I know. Darling, no mercy, bourgeois. Zizi misili kululeku. Darling, no mercy, bourgeois. Zizi misili kululeku. Umzila lumthwalo. Umfula madota. Umzila lumthwalo. Umfula madota. It doesn't matter if you should jail us. We are free and kept alive by hope. It doesn't matter if you should jail us. We are free and kept alive by hope. Our struggles hard, but victory will restore our lives to our hands. Our struggles hard, but victory will restore our lives to our hands. We shall not give up the fight. We have only started. We have only started. We have only started. We shall not give up the fight. We have only started. We have only started. We have only started. Together we have victory. Hand holding hand. Hand holding hand. Hand holding hand. Together we have victory. Hand holding hand. Hand holding hand. Hand holding hand. We shall not give up the fight. We have only started. We have only started. We have only started. We shall not give up the fight. We have only started. We have only started. We have only started.
We'll now hear from the announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin our graduation ceremony, I would like to inform you of a few important matters. At this time, could you please turn off your mobile phones or place them on silent? Thank you. Please note that the university provides an official photographer who will take photographs while the graduates are receiving their certificates. Graduates, please be advised that the instructions to access your photographs taken during this ceremony will be sent to you via email in due course. No unauthorized persons will be allowed to access the presentation area during the ceremony. The university shares in your pride at this graduation, but we appeal for restraint when the names are called so that all graduates will be able to hear their names clearly. Graduates, you and your guests are expected to remain for the duration of the ceremony. Let me repeat. Graduates, you and your guests are expected to remain for the duration of the ceremony. Please keep the aisles clear at all times. Emergency medical service is available at the front of the old library, at the rear of the tent. As you will have observed, exit signs are clearly marked. You are asked to note the location of the nearest exit. In case of an emergency, the ushers will guide you to the nearest assembly point. At the end of this ceremony, we ask families and friends to remain seated until the graduates' procession has exited the tent. The area will be needed to be immediately prepared for our next graduation ceremony. We are therefore appealing to graduates, families, and friends to assist us by leaving the tent area as quickly as possible. You are welcome to celebrate outside. We wish you a very enjoyable and memorable ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem and remain standing for the Chancellor's procession.
The university singers will lead us with the national anthem. Now you hear the signature sound signaling the entry of the Chancellor's procession. You would have heard the announcer ask the company to stand. When the Chancellor takes his seat on the platform, the company is asked to sit. This set of procession is accompanied by the Chief Marshal, the Campus Registrar, Deans of Faculties, President of the UWI Alumni Chapter, Jamaica. You'll see the University Registrar, the Public Orator and University Registrar. You'll see the Deputy Principals and Pro-Vice Chancellors. The Campus Principal for Mona is Professor Denzel Williams. The Honorary Graduand, Mr. Monty Blake. The Vice Chancellor, Professor Sir Hilary Beckles. Chairman of the Campus Council, Mona Campus Council, Mr. Earl Jarrett. The Mace Bearer is the Guild President and the Chancellor, Dr. the Honorable Doddridge Miller. Interestingly, you will also see the mace, and let me read for you the mace. The mace is an integral part of the commencement ceremony. It is a heavily ornamented metal or wood staff which symbolizes the university's authority, the internal authority of the university's governing body. And here comes the platform party, the Chancellor's procession. As I was saying, the mace is generally used in ceremonial or civic ceremonies, and it represents the authority of the institution. Now, you will notice that there is a mace holder position at the front of the room. Pay keen attention as the Guild President, when he places the mace in its holder, it will signal the official start of graduation. Thereafter, the Chancellor will take the microphone. As they near the stage, I also come to the end of my presentation. You will see the Chancellor in his new regalia. That's the Vice Chancellor. That's the mace bearer. He will now place the mace in its holder. And the next voice you will hear is that of the Chancellor. I'm Roger Bent. Thanks for staying with us. Over to the main show.
Please be seated. Vice Chancellor, Professor Sir Hilary Beckles and Lady Beckles, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Principal of the UWI Mona, Professor Denzel Williams, members of the Platform Party, Ministers of Government, Honorary Graduate Mr. Earl Monty Blake, Valedictorian Candace Ramsey, members of the Diplomatic Corps and other dignitaries, members of the academic staff, officers and members of the UWI community, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the class of 2024. Today you stand here with fellow graduates, family and friends to celebrate a significant milestone in your lives. Completing your course of study is not only a testament to your academic achievement, but also a reflection of your commitment and your resilience. Many of you began this journey in the midst of a global health crisis, and your presence here today speaks volumes about your strength of character and your ability to overcome challenges. Graduating from UWI or any university is a massive accomplishment, marking the end of one chapter and the start of a thrilling new journey. Expect a whirlwind of emotions, excitement for the future, nostalgia for the good times you're leaving behind, and maybe a bit of uncertainty about what's next. This transition period can be filled with job hunting, possibly moving to a new country, or returning to your home country and adjusting to a different daily routine. You will be applying the knowledge and skills gained, but also learning to navigate the professional world, which can be quite different from university life. Your personal growth continues as you build your networks, take on new responsibilities, and chase your ambitions. It is a time of endless possibilities and no doubt some challenges. Embrace the opportunities and use the skills and knowledge you have gained to navigate the complexities of your new world. Throughout your academic journey, you have been exposed to information that allows you to see the world through a broader lens. The examples and illustrations you've encountered during your study are not just theoretical props designed for the purpose of obtaining a degree. Rather, they reflect a real, interconnected world, the outcome of the consciousness of millions of people going about their daily lives. Dream big, aim high, and have a very open mind. Your local environment is part of a larger global space where events and decisions made thousands of miles away can have a significant impact locally. Be assured that the knowledge you have gained at the University of the West Indies has prepared you to meet these events with confidence. I was recently asked, why is the University of the West Indies pursuing a global strategy when there are more than enough local problems to be addressed? This question isn't new. In a different setting some time ago, while discussing the merits of global thinking with local executives, a similar question arose. Why not focus on local issues when we're not competing globally? To answer that question, I borrowed from the work of a distinguished university professor who shared a perspective with his class on the necessity of global thinking. The example he chose was taken from a normal everyday activity, and he demonstrated how globally connected we are, even as we act locally. He suggested, consider that in this interdependent global economy, a person might drive to work in a car designed in Germany by Mercedes, assembled in Mexico from components made in the US and Japan, fabricated from Korean steel and Malaysian rubber. He may fill the car with gasoline at a BP service station owned by a British multinational company. The gasoline could have been pumped from a well off the coast of Africa by a French oil company and transported to the US in a ship owned by a Greek shipping line. While driving, the person might talk to his stockbroker on a Nokia cell phone designed in Finland, assembled in Texas, using a chip produced in Taiwan, designed by Indian engineers working for a firm in California. He could instruct his stockbroker to purchase shares in Deutsche Telekom, a German telecommunications company transformed into a global entity by an Israeli CEO. He may turn on his car radio, which was made in Malaysia by a Japanese firm, to hear a popular song composed by a Swede and sung by a group of Danes in English who signed a record contract with a French music company to promote their record in the US. The driver might pull into a drive-through coffee stall run by a Korean and order a latte and chocolate-covered biscotti. The coffee beans could come from Brazil, the chocolate from Peru, while the biscotti were made from an old Italian recipe. By this simple act of driving to work, the person engaged with the products and services of 19 different countries. This, the professor contended, was the essence of a globally connected world. This was the world in 2004 when the question was posed, and while much has changed in 2 decades, it remains the world we live in today. Nokia is no longer the mobile phone of choice, and our taste in music may have evolved. However, the need to view the world as a large interconnected global space is as relevant today as it was then. His audience was an American university class, but with minor adjustments, the example could easily be applied to any country in the Caribbean. The often used statement, think global, act local, is good advice. The UWI, even with its limited resources, cannot afford to view the world only as a local or regional construct. We must continue to engage the rest of the world and participate in important research and conversations on matters of global consequence. By doing so, we will continue to produce graduates with the academic competence and the critical and strategic thinking to operate in any environment of their choosing. In preparing for these graduations at the Mona campus, I look back on some of the initiatives of past years. I was taken by a statement made by UWI some years ago under the heading, "The Path of an Expansive and Diverse Global Focus." Permit me to repeat part of that statement here. The University of the West Indies has undertaken an impressive infrastructural revolution that has been primarily geared at expanding and enhancing our teaching, learning, and research. Our mandate of becoming the premier higher education institution in the Caribbean has forced us to establish new and critical connections with partners from across the globe, whilst also acted as a catalyst for the rebranding and redevelopment of some of our most well-renowned and well-known institutions. We have engaged in significant new research that will not only aid in placing our research community on the international map, but will also prove to be integral contributions to our nation's ongoing quest for growth and development. Collectively, the achievements of the UWI over the years reaffirm that we will continue to be a higher learning institution that evolves, that is dedicated to providing the highest quality education to our students, committed to improving our society, and one in which will remain determined to establishing a permanent mark on the knowledge acquisition and research for our very deserving Caribbean community. I found that a very powerful statement. And the University of the West Indies has done just this. Our ranking among the top universities globally has demonstrated that the strategy of global engagement for enhanced local impact was and is the correct one. You, the members of the graduating class of 2024, are the beneficiaries of this global thinking. The world is forever evolving, and on the point of evolution, I know that coincided with this year's graduation ceremonies and the theme, Celebrating Caribbean Legacy, a Kaleidoscope of Resilience, new and modern academic regalia has been introduced for university officers to wear at formal ceremonies. The academic regalia at the UWI was first introduced in the 1960s. The most recent design was decades old, and after consulting with our university community, these redesigned gowns you see today better represent our Caribbean identity and symbolize yet another break from colonial ties. I hope this initiative inspires you and reinforces that you are part of a vibrant heritage that refuses to accept the status quo. Being a graduate of UWI Mona campus is more than just an academic achievement. It is a profound honor and privilege. The University of the West Indies holds a rich heritage of nurturing minds and shaping the future leaders of the Caribbean and beyond. As a Mona graduate, you carry forward this legacy equipped with not only the skills and knowledge from your chosen field, but also the deep cultural understanding and regional pride that UWI instills, so aptly described in the UE Pledge. This holistic education assures that as you step into the world, you're not only ready to face professional challenges, but also to be an agent of change, aspiring to make meaningful contributions to your communities, uplifting those around you with the spirit of excellence and service. And so I urge you, class of 2024, embrace this moment. Stand tall in your achievements and let your resilience and success light the path to future generations. Your journey of growth and learning doesn't end today. It merely evolves into new chapters. As your alma mater, we are committed to supporting you through every phase of this continuous evolution. Carry forward the spirit of resilience and innovation, and know that we look forward to witnessing and contributing to your future successes. Finally, stay curious, continue to seek knowledge and personal growth, and above all, use your talents and abilities to make a difference. Go forth and make us proud. Congratulations on your significant achievement, and may the light continue to shine from the west. Congratulations, class of 2024. We are met today in order that we may mark by a formal ceremony the entry of certain of our members into the company of graduates and the academic achievement of others. As a university, we are an academic society of undergraduates, bachelors, masters, and doctors, and we follow the academic tradition in the pursuit of knowledge and the encouragement of learning, purposes which are laid down in the preamble to the Royal Charter, by which we have been granted the powers needful for the prosecution of our affairs. In pursuing these aims, our members advance from time to time to a higher standing in the academic community, and it is proper that as a body we should celebrate their achievement. It is marked by the granting of a degree or diploma or license or certificate, and we rejoice with our graduates on their advancements. Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Chancellor, I now ask the public orator, Dr. Peter Glegg, to present Mr. Errol Monty Blake, whom the Senate and the Council of the University have been pleased to recommend for the award of the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa.
Chancellor, I beseech you to wake the town and tell the people about the brand new musical disc coming your way. No. You don't love me, and I know now. One more time. No. You don't love me, and I know now. We'll and come again. I got a ticket from the top to the very last drop. Sounds of the night, you know we got to play them twice. Chancellor, for more than 70 years, the Meritone sound system did just that. It woke the town and told the people of all the brand new musical discs that came their way. It not only kept Jamaica and the world up and dancing all night in musical ecstasy, but it ushered in the grand rising of a cultural revolution, the impact of which has been felt in all spheres of society around the world to this day. Chancellor, I'm referring to a musical ambassador and the operator of the last sound standing, Mr. Errol Monty Blake. Monty Blake was born in the parish of St. Thomas to Mrs. Ruth Lynn Blake and Mr. Val Blake in a Jamaica where there were very different or very distinct chasms between the socio-economic classes, not only in resources, but also in music and entertainment. In 1950, Mr. Val Blake, a widowed civil servant residing in St. Thomas, was convinced by his sons to explore an emerging phenomenon in the Jamaican entertainment industry. His brother Winston Blake attended school in Kingston and would hear music blasting from the loudspeakers in and around Kencott. And so they all got together as brothers and impressed upon Val to build his own sound system. The first speaker boxes were made by Val Blake's brother-in-law, who suggested, as one story accounts, that the sound system be called Meritone due to the mellow sounds that the boxes were producing. From the inception, the focus was on the melody, where the music was loud enough to give a nice vibe, but soft enough to have a conversation. In 1962, Meritone played in Kingston for the first time at the Wembley on Dunoon Road and quickly became a popular event and promoted by students, especially on the Mona campus of the University of the West Indies. Chancellor, although sound systems in those days were considered taboo, Meritone had a profound impact on the minds of the future leaders of the Caribbean. Meritone quickly found a home at the Turntable Club at 118 Red Hills Road, and the legend became established at that location for the next 29 years. Now referred to as a discotheque, the Blake's family project became the center of attraction for Jamaicans spanning the gamut of society. It was not unusual on a given night to have the then Jamaican Prime Minister, the late Honorable Michael Manley, along with the likes of James Jimmy Moss Solomon and Ambassador Dudley Thompson, dancing the night away a few feet from reggae superstar Bob Marley. Turntable Club became the longest running club in Jamaican history and was the location for the first live recorded album in Jamaica called Dennis Brown Live from the Turntable Club. Monty took on the wings of international diplomacy with the Meritone invasion of Cuba. I'm sure we are the only persons to have ever successfully invaded Cuba. And this was in the 1960s, as well as playing in numerous other countries worldwide. It became an influential vehicle for the cultural revolution built on resistance and the quest for social change in the Jamaican society. The music of the Jamaican sound system has had a global influence, placing Jamaican music as a beacon of hope for the oppressed, a call for uprising for the suppressed, and a release for the stressed. It is well accepted that genres such as rap, hip-hop, and reggaeton originated from the Jamaican music scene. After closing down Turntable Club, Meritone went back on the road, playing at several venues before settling for 10 years at the fabulous Waterfalls Club. This location was renowned for being a relaxing, safe space where one could go to listen and dance to good, clean music with like-minded company. Meritone has several unique cutting-edge distinctions, inclusive of being the first sound system with a website, the first sound system to allow music selection on their website, and the first sound system to play music live on the internet before any of the radio stations in Jamaica. Meritone also has the distinction of having a symposium discussing its impact on Jamaican music, hosted by the UWI Mona by then Principal Professor Gordon Shirley. Meritone now hosts a major family reunion which attracts hundreds of guests from the Jamaican diaspora, including Canada, the USA, and the United Kingdom. The Meritone brand has also branched out into other lines of business, including radio broadcasting and merchandising, among other areas. Monty's commitment to music education led him to foster a relationship with the Pembroke Hall Music School Band. He raised donations of musical instruments for the students and produced a mentor CD with the student band. Further, through his philanthropic work, he has also supported local musicians. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he raised funds for the Jamaica Association of Vintage Artists, Musicians Insurance Premium, and also collected donations for 6 artists who had fallen on difficult times during the pandemic. As the UWI Mona campus intensifies its focus on the cultural and creative industry with the intention of refashioning them as a major area of competitive advantage, it is fitting that we celebrate and honor one of Jamaica's cultural icons, Mr. Monty Blake, for his role in the sound system subsector of the cultural and creative industry in Jamaica. His career achievements and his philosophy reflects the tremendous contribution he has made to this cultural sector in Jamaica. Chancellor, with the mellow vibes of Meritone still flowing in the Jamaican veins, I invite you, by the authority vested in you by the Council and Senate of the University of the West Indies, to confer upon this cultural ambassador for Jamaica, Errol Monty Blake, the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa.
Mr. Earl Monty Blake, by the authority vested in me by the Senate and the Council of the University of the West Indies, I now confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa. I will now invite Dr. Earl Monty Blake to address the company.
Good morning, graduates 2026. I am very elated to be here and very humbled. This is a seminal moment in our lives, and it has taken the legacy of Meritone on the plateau higher than anything we have ever received before. But I have to thank this great University of Mona campus. As the gentleman said before, I used to come here many times and play around the campus. Now we're not playing anymore, we're receiving awards. Yeah, but it's a great day for Meritone and a great day for the family. I'm so sorry that my son Roger wasn't able to make it, and my eldest brother Trevor, because of, his documents, travel documents weren't in order. But we miss him, but I know he's here in spirit. So I tell you, it's a long story. I wish I were Meritone. Oh, it's a long story. But it's a good story. A little later, we'll give a little talk. All right, to understand about Meritone, you have to understand the culture of sound system. And in 1962, you would never see a black face working in a bank in Jamaica. No, and sound system wasn't for the poor people, the working class. Anything below Torrington Ridge was the milieu of the people. So while middle class and rich people and those who could afford to dance to bands, the sound system was what they had to offer. So you had great sound system like, of course, Shooter One, Sir Coxsone, and Edwards, Duke Reed the Trojan, and a lot of them. And when my two brothers came to Kingston, they were amazed by the sound coming out those boxes. So they went to inquire, and the guy said, tell your dad in Morant Bay there's no sound system. Go ahead and start one. So at first, you know, he didn't really jump off the cliff to do it. He was a kind of half middle class, you know. Family man trying to make, he was an accountant at what was then called the Public Works Department. It's now called the Ministry of Works. But you know, because of economics, it's a hell of a thing. Because of economics, he decided this is a way to earn a little extra money to put his kids through school. And the Marathon started in St. Thomas. And it really, like they say, you know, as he said, you know, it was quality sound. Where most of the sound system in Jamaica used amplifiers that were built locally. My dad elected to use an amplifier built by Philips of Holland. And it gave a nice sound, and, you know, it was so refined, so nice. But, you know, he didn't go for the, you know, I like to say it, you know, in terms in boxing parlance, they weren't heavyweight, but they're like middleweight, like Sugar Ray Robinson, pretty and, yeah. So that was Marathon. So, you know, we took Marathon to Kingston, as I said, in 1962. And we went to the Wembley Club because, you know, a lot of our friends went to school in Kingston, Casey and Georgia. So they used to come to Morant Bay and spend summers with us. And they listened and they said, boy, when you can come town, come play, you know. So we came to Kingston and it was at the Wembley Club. And when we went to the Wembley, there was a big crowd outside and nobody would come into the place. Because, of course, they were wondering the temerity of this country sound from Morant Bay come a town. What them trying to prove. So until we string up and started to play, they started streaming. And the place, as we say in Jamaica, it rammed and it was rocking all night. In Trinidad, they would say, you know, when I felt plop in Trinidad, I said, brown dog walk through. That means you have space, but I was rammed, you know, and one great remembrance from that night was the legendary Sir Garfield Sobert. He was there because there was a test match going on in Jamaica. And he drink that rum, boy, drink that rum. I tell you. And he left us about 5 in the morning, because normally those dances go till 5, 6. And you know, those were the days when you had black and white TV, one TV, not like now when you have all the channels. And I woke up in the morning, my head busting up, hangover. Or you know, we used to say red rum give you a hangover. So I hear this big din noise on the TV. When I went to look, Sir Garfield Sobert's gone 72. I said, wow, what manner of man is this? Man drink the rum and get up and see the ball big like a breadfruit. So after Wembley, you know, Morant Bay kind of suffered. We had never got back. It just keep going up for us. We went to the diaspora. We went to everywhere the diaspora was, from Boston all the way down to Florida, New York, and to California. Right where you see the Lakers play now, that place was a stadium. Before it was a stadium, it was somewhere that Marathon played. So every time I see a Lakers match, I remember Marathon. So we took the show on the road. We went to Canada, New York, and in Canada we raised so much money for the Jamaican Society. Right now there is a building called the Jamaican West Indian Society, and there's a room dedicated to Marathon Winston Blake because of the amount of charity and fundraising he did for them to the building. And then after that, my brother decided, you know, Jamaican people used to come to Jamaica as tourists, but they were mostly, you know, tourists, and he didn't see many natives in the hotel. So he decided to have the Marathon reunion, which is about 26 years going now. It brings a lot of tourists to Jamaica to spend hard-earned money. And now it's in the, we've been to, like the last one we had was last week. In Montego Bay, it was a sold out affair. And where we go from here, from Maritone Reunion to the Maritone Family Fun Day in New York, which is another big event. And then we turned our sights to, you know, when music started in Jamaica, it was all imported music. It was music from New Orleans, rhythm and blues, you know, like Potsdam, you know, Joe Turner and all of those music. And when that was drying up, somebody reached out to my brother Winston and said, what about you trying to see if you can have a talent, scouting talent? And then we did that. It was called the Maritone VIP Talent Series. And out of that came my sister-in-law, Cynthia Sluss, and also one of the most popular singers today, Beres Hammond. He came from Anata Bay. He's a product of Maritone. And he's passed away. Rudy Thomas, you remember the song, Oh, It's a Long Story. And the Tamlins. So that's Maritone. So I think we did well, and this is really the icing on the cake, this award. I'm so humble and I'm proud and happy to be here to receive this award tonight. So students, my advice to you is that you have the first good step is to get your degree. Go out and make yourself, whatever you do, to be the best at what you do. And thank you very much. Good morning.
Thank you, Dr. Earl Monty Blake. We will now have a performance by the University Singers.
bottomless pit, but my hands were made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help me sing? That's all I ever had. Redemption songs, redemption songs.
Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, for none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets? Why redemption songs, redemption songs. Heal and liberate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, for none of them can stop at a time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing songs of freedom? Songs of freedom. That's all I have. Sing redemption songs. Sing redemption songs. Help me
Chancellor, the persons whose names will be called studied in the University of the West Indies, and having fulfilled the requirements of the University of the West Indies, beg leave to be presented to you and to the Senate of the University by the representatives of their respective faculties as Bachelor of Arts, or Bachelors of Education, or Bachelor of Fine Arts, or Bachelor of Laws, or Licentiate, or as holders of diplomas of the University of the West Indies. Sir, the Dean, Faculty of Humanities and Education, Professor Sylvia Cohenberg.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive, as graduate members of our society, these persons present who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, or Bachelor of Education, or Bachelor of Fine Arts, or Licentiate of this university.
By the authority vested in me, I receive these persons whose names are about to be called and those who are unable to attend as graduate members of our society.
Sir, for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, I present Alexia Edwards. Shady Berry. Jaquan Alexander. Lainey Coach. Imani Allen with first class honors. Celine Richardson. Abigail Smith. Alia Beckford. Tanae Brissett. Sade Brown. Ramoy Berger. Kayleen Butler with first class honors. Sharon Butler Graham. Alyssa Campbell. Jonelle Campbell. Shanae Charlton. Ketcha de los Maches. Alja Diaz. Damon Dunkley. Warren Edwards. Lisa Marie Evans. Candice Green with first class honors. Alexis Guy. Send her up. Alia Hall. Seymour Harriet. Leanna Horton. Brianne Hilton Chambers. Gabriel Hyman. Mikhail Johns. Move. Mikhail Johns. Chantalie Francis. Swain Graham. Sydney Graham. Jonathan Lambie. Julius Ketting. Anthony Lemmy. Courtney Lewis with first-class honors. Kamisha Lewis. Vashti Lewis. Sabrina Manick with first-class honors. Abigail McLennan with first-class honors. Elizabeth Benjamin. Daniel Tavares with first-class honors. Lauren Michelin with first-class honors. Lamid Mitchell. Denya Morgan. Joseph Munyao. Adriel Palmer. Francis Tuka. Ashley Pearson. Carla Ramdeen with first-class honors. Carlicia Ramdeen with first-class honors. Candace Ramsey with first-class honors. Tristan Richards with first-class honors. Abigail Robinson. Paige Rowe Douglas. Shanae Russell. Shaveen Samuda. Aaron Smith with first-class honors. LaShawn Smith. Tremaine Smith. Yashika Nevers. Brittany Stanley with first-class honors. Mario Morgan. Brittany Stevens. Saroya Tabanor. Johnson Taliban with first-class honors. Glenise Gallimore. Anya Thomas. Candice Thompson. Keshawn Thompson. Vinna Topo. Sashage Megu Madu Solomo. Stephanie Wallace. Jeremy Worvin. Lincoln Williams. Yannick Williams. Letitia Willocks. Megan Wint. Camille Henry. Christopher Matthews. Gabriel Curling. Kiana Shim. Abby Nelson. Cadian Ferguson. Denkia Brown. Mervyn Brownhausen. Tracian Baker. Michaela Cribb. Amani Dickinson. Shanika Campbell. Fiona Myrie. Daniela Fuller. Tashley Powell. Janelia Darian with first class honors. Darren Beckles. O'Meal Wedderburn. Chanel Copeland. Nadsona McLeod. Danica Brown. Blair Santos with first class honors. Tiana Chandler with first class honors. Rochelle Porter with first class honors. Donisa Jarrett with first class honors. Glenda Ricketts. Che Hutchinson Sergio. Jesse Mayers with first class honors. Kamisha Peterkin. Kimberly and Maxon with first class honors. Ariana Johnson. Sherry Gay Johnson. Anique Bennett. Leopold Smith. Danger Harrison. Renee Robinson. Avriel Douglas Campbell. Shanice Freeman. Javine White. Craig Graham with first class honors. Brittany Hooper. Latoya Grant. Shavika Laird. Tanisha Lindsay. Javon Hall. Davia Samuels. Kadeen White. Sir, for the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts, I present Shanice Brumfield with first class honors. Peter Henry with first class honors. Amanda Maitland. Shannon Powell. Dennis Wilmot. Sir, for the degree of Bachelor of Education, I present Lashaba Black. Shanae Foster. Alicia Comrie. Lacey Ellis. Dinan Demetrius with first class honors. Carnell Javon Douglas. Ashley Parchment. Alexi Campbell. Brianna Davis. Corinne Fraser. Anisha Higgins Smith. Michelle Hunter. Alicia Johnson. Josane Skeel with first class honors. Tosca Wallace. Jamaica Griffiths. Sir, from the Global Campus, I present Hannalee Wilby with first class honors. Sir, for the licentiate, I present Robert Draga. Joni Widodo Faria. Paul Kamau. Jagjit Kulu. Alfredas Lackey. Gerald Ndunda. Pauline Nduru. Christophorus Oki. Piers Peja. John Wangari.
Sir, the Dean, Faculty of Law, Professor Shazida Ali.
Sir, my colleagues and I ask you to receive as graduate members of our society these persons present who, having fulfilled the requirements of the university, have been admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Laws of this university.
By the authority vested in me, I receive these persons whose names are about to be called and those who are unable to attend as graduate members of our society.
Sir, for the degree of Bachelor of Laws, I present Candice Anderson, Leighton Barrett, Shauna K. Belenfanti, Brianna Blackeller, Abishai Brown, Cedrian Brown, Michaela Bryce, Shefali Burnett, Henrik Catteru, Joel Clark, Shamar Crossfield, Kodian Dennis, Nastasia Dixon, Nicola Douglas, Kevin Edwards, Kanika Farrell with first class honors, Deborah Forrest, Wanika Francis, Alia Green, Alexia Graham, Alia Hamilton, Jada Hardin, Kennedy Henry. Alia Hughes. Alia Hyde. Abigail Jackson. Tia James. Dahlia Johnson. Clintoni Leng. Jovita Laxman. April Lennon. Juanita Liu. Savian McFadden. Daniel Mackenzie. Morgan Ming. Yeisha Ming. Shandia Nelson. Bawaji Nisbeth. Valanique Palmer-Dakers. Giselle Peart. Dejoni Richards. Rohim Richards. Mitzi Samuels. Kamisha Stevens. Rashay Sutherland. Shane Scully with first class honors. Jade Simmons with first class honors. Joel Taylor. Sean Vassiani with first class honors. Morgan Walker with first class honors. Shaniel Wesley. Regine Williams. Shaquille Williams. Tony Ann Williams. Sadia Wood. Nordia Thompson. Deandra Hyman. Prince Bochie Ajiman. Khalid Thompson. Khalil Hutchinson. Shante McDonald. Chance Williams. Georgina White. Zidandra Bassarat. Kenneth Lee. Rihanna Robinson. Chanel Spence. Trijay Johnson. Wendy Ann Ivy. Safia Senior. Gabrielle Simmons. Coy Campbell. DeAndre Dixon with first class honors. Jamar Malcolm with first class honors. Alexis Rodriguez. Elisa Henry. Sylvia Smith with first class honors. Mark Dillon. Odisha Coates. Saskia Foster. Carice Brown. Maya Curtis. Cheslan Douglas. Sydney Edwards. Joshua Greaves. Jordan Harrison. Alanis Hyman. Kenish Johnson. Amoya Lynn with first class honors. Sharoni McPherson with first class honors. Chardonnay Parkins. Olivia Porteous Suter. Alia Thompson. Sir, from the Cave Hill campus, I present Kaisha Cadogan. Eugene Edwards. Alyssa Hernandez. Joshua Ramirez. Tajwana Samuels. Apoy Robinson with first class honors.
I now call on the class valedictorian, Ms. Candice Ramsey, Bachelor of Arts in Integrated Marketing Communications with first class honors, to deliver the valedictory address.
Chancellor, Dr. the Most Honorable Doddridge D. Miller. Vice Chancellor, Professor Sir Hilary Beckles and the Lady Beckles. Pro Vice Chancellor and Principal of the UWI-Mona, Professor Denzil A. Williams. Members of the Platform Party, Ministers of Government, Honorary Graduand, Mr. Errol Monty Blake, members of the Diplomatic Corps and other dignitaries, members of the academic staff, officers and members of the university community, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and the awe-inspiring graduating class of 2024. A glorious morning to you all. The enormous task is mine to give the valedictory address on behalf of the graduating class of 2024. And admittedly, I am envious of you all, as even after all my time here, I still had this final assignment to do. So, here we go. Across the globe, this vibrant region known as the Caribbean has become widely acclaimed for producing talented athletes. Whilst the Faculty of Humanities and Education and the Faculty of Law are not synonymous with physical athletics, we are prime examples of academic athletes in the Olympics of life. Today, I proudly present an Olympic dream team like no other. Comprised of athletes from different disciplines, our team boasts archivists, linguists, journalists, historians, philosophers, communicators, librarians, creative writers, curators, archaeologists, cultural analysts, digital media producers, cultural entrepreneurs, educators, and legal professionals. Our rigorous training at the world-renowned University of the West Indies training camp began during the dark years of COVID-19. This pandemic shaped our initial training season, aka first year. This year taught us self-governance and time management, as alarms and snooze buttons were artfully juggled to ensure we joined training sessions from the comfort of our homes. I remember how we all struggled together during a language argument after our law teammates survived SciMedTech and we from the humanities were still recovering from crit. None but God's strongest warriors could learn about science, medicine, technology, argument, and reasoning in online sessions that resembled spiritual seances. Aaron, are you there? Hello? Students, are you hearing me? Nevertheless, we persevered, learning valuable lessons like Deadlines 101, the difference between 11:59 a.m. and 11:59 p.m. Then came training season 2, and the challenge to adapt as we moved from the four walls of our homes to the enormity of the UWI-Mona campus. I distinctly remember feeling utterly confused as rooms turned into undecipherable codes and directions referred to buildings and places unknown. I know my humanities classmates can relate to my confusion when I learned of the apparent coexistence of room 4, room 04, and room N4. Eventually, we adapted, perfectly timing the lunch line at Students' Welfare and scheduling trips to Nardos for a quick snack or a little sweetie. The campus came to life as our teammates filled the halls of residence, forming long-lasting bonds that transcend nations, faculties, and programs. Soon, the final season arrived, and in half the blink of an eye, we made it here, to the end of our training, but the start of our Olympic careers. The late professor, the Honorable Ralston Rex Nettleford said, "Life is long-distance running, not sprinting." And this perfectly describes the marathon of our academic training. Getting here was nothing short of pure endurance. But does anyone else feel this was simultaneously the longest and fastest period of our lives? I know our parents can relate, as even though the years of financial strain may be over, they are still baffled when they ask, "You never just start school the other day?" In the UWI academic training camp, there is no such thing as peaking too early. Instead, improving and maintaining are the order of the day. Becoming a proud and illustrious Pelican was not a simple title acquired by paying tuition, but it was a standard to be achieved. A standard we could not have attained without our coaches, the academic staff. You all have done your best to uphold the mantle of this premier university and foster this graduating class of Olympians whose excellence will shine like light rising from the west. Special thanks to our friends and family who bear witness to the blood, sweat, and tears we have shed during training. And I would like to have a word with Michaela Simpson, aka Coffee, because I can't this life. She said we can't ball enough. All fun and jokes aside, my fellow graduates, the time has come for us to put our training to good use. It is time to execute. As humanists, we must fulfill our responsibility to analyze, adjust, and accurately represent the cultures around us, despite the emergence of AI and the continuous spread of misinformation. We must safeguard the ways of life around us. As Jamaican national hero, the Right Excellent Marcus Garvey warned, that a people without knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots. As innovative educators, we are poised to make critical thinkers of the generations to come, firmly believing that every man, woman, boy, and girl can, must, and will learn. Furthermore, as budding legal professionals, we must address deep-seated regional issues like corruption and organized crime, and contribute to the discourse on Jamaica becoming a republic and the development of the Caribbean Court of Justice, the CCJ. Our world-class training has molded us into multifaceted academic athletes who should leave this world better than we found it. Whether we were the first in our families, switched disciplines, took pauses in our training, or did it in one go, like the Apostle Paul, we have fought the good, long, and hard fight and have finished the race. We have earned our stripes and qualified for life's Olympics. As the graduating class of 2024, we will upset the natural order of things to become the Julian Alfred, the Thea LaFond Godson, and the Rajay Stoner of the Olympics. My fellow humanists, educators, and aspiring law professionals. Now is the time to execute. As members of Team Pelican, you are ready, and the goal and the gold are within reach. Your Olympics awaits.
Chancellor, I now call on Professor Marcia Roy, Director of Graduate Studies and Research, to present to you members of our society for the award of postgraduate diplomas and master's degrees of this university.
Sir, I present to you these members of our society who haven't fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been awarded postgraduate diplomas, or have been admitted to master's degrees, and we beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called, and those who are unable to attend postgraduate diplomas and master's degrees of the university and recognize their advancement in our society.
From the Mona campus, sir, for the postgraduate diploma in education, I present Chevelle Borland. Harvell Buchanan, with merit. Chris Aram. Jordan Garvey, with distinction. Sashane McLean. Tafari Ogilvy. From the Mona campus, sir, for the Master of Arts, I present Dion Anderson, with distinction. Nadisha Banner, with merit. Tanika Bennett, with merit. Chantal Bryan. Brian Campbell, with merit. Lorene Clark Campbell. Sharon Clue. Shireen Denton. Javon Gordon, with merit. John Gordon. Opal Grant, with distinction. Kemar Green. Kerrian Harrison Campbell with distinction. Latanya Howell with merit. Kayla Keane with merit. Natisha Lindsay. Kareen Medwinter. Kerfa Morrison. Tamara Myrie with merit. Tadeja Parkins. O'Shane Robinson. Susan Small with distinction. Tracy Smith. Tashika Taylor. Terrian Tucker. Dion Walters McLeod with merit. Lamar Wellington. From the Global Campus, sir, for the Master of Education I present, Davian Newell. From the Mona Campus, sir, for the Master of Education I present, Shanique Austin. Thais Booth with merit. Tishana Bradnock Dryden with merit. Claudia Brown. Camille Brown Swaby. Okina Bullock. Jacqueline Cameron Forbes. Shakira Campbell with merit. Helena Campbell Gray. Denise Carter with merit. Yawanda Coombs with distinction. Angela Cowan Maitland with distinction. Sanya Davis. Althea Dowes with merit. Michelle Fleming Daly with merit. Denroy Forbes with merit. Teresa Fraser with merit. Karen Gardner Soman. Sharma Gentles Ware. Adrian Gilbert. Donovan Graham with merit. Jacin Graham Bennett with merit. Alison Graham Bryan with merit. Lorenza Hall with merit. Lorna Hall Turner. Kadeen Harrison. Jacinthia Harvey. Helena Hayes with distinction. Candacia Hines Vernon. Antoinette Jackson. Jordan Johnson. Renardo Johnson. Julian King Brooks with merit. Shanique Lawson with distinction. Genevieve Lindo with distinction. Yannick Madden Hutchinson. Melicia Matheson with merit. Tonian Mackenzie. Nicola Maxim. Vivian Miller. Natalie Mitchell Time. Alcia Morgan Clear with merit. Farida Morrison. Jody Gay Murray. Janelle Amelia Jones with merit. Lorraine Page with merit. Melissa Parchment Hutchinson with merit. Takesha Parker Williams with merit. Nardia Pinnock Walters. Arlene Ramsey Freighter. Seacole Reed. Tiffany Reed Bailey with merit. Tashika Richards with merit. Kamala Robinson with merit. Shanique Scarlett. Sakina Smelly with merit. Tamika Smith. Winston Smith. Sean Smith Telwell with distinction. With distinction. Peter Gay Turner White. Sasha Wallace with merit. Devashia White with distinction. Narda Williams. Renee Williams with merit. Sir, for the Master of Library and Information Studies, I present Sonia McFarlane. Sir, for the Master of Science Media Management, I present Ramon Gordon with merit. Sir, from the Mona campus, for the Master of Laws, Corporate and Commercial Law, I present Ebuno Luo Ekino Dedio with distinction. Natalie Campbell Forbes. Chanel Hunter with distinction. Darrell Parma with merit. Sir, from the Mona campus, for the Master of Laws, Public Law, I present Alwyn Smith with distinction.
Chancellor, I now call on Professor Audrey Henry Lee, Pro Vice Chancellor, Graduate Studies and Research, to present to you members of our society for the award of higher degrees.
Sir, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been admitted to the degree of Doctor of Education, and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called and those who are unable to attend the degree of Doctor of Education or Doctor of Philosophy of this university and recognize their advancement in our society.
Sir, for the Doctor of Higher Education, I present Marie Bradford.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations. Well done. Thank you.
So we have a husband and wife. Teaching and learning, Gavin Robinson. and Teaching and Learning, Terry Ann Daly Robinson.
Recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations, well done.
Sir, I present to you these members of our society who, having fulfilled the requirements of this university, have been admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, and beg that you recognize their advancement in our society.
By the authority vested in me, I confer on these persons whose names are about to be called, and those who are unable to attend, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of this university, and recognize their advancement in our society.
So, from the Mona campus, Doctor of Philosophy, Communication Studies, I present Kinsley Roberts.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations, well done.
Thank you, sir.
Hold on.
Theology with high commendation, Margaret Downer Messias.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. Watch this guy.
Educational Administration with high commendation, Nigel Scott.
I recognize your advancement in our society. Congratulations, very well done. Thank you. Thank you. I now call on the Global Alumni Representative for the UWI Alumni Association, Jamaica Chapter, Mr. Dwayne Haynes, to lead the graduates in reciting the Alumni Pledge.
Good morning to all. It is my distinct pleasure to invite the graduating class of 2024 to stand and recite the pledge together, which can be found on page 92 of the graduation program. I would like to officially welcome you to the UWI alumni family. I invite you to become engaged alumni who show Pelican pride and are involved in the life of the campus as guest speakers, supporters of sport and hall events, mentors, recruiters, promoters and advocates of the university, and much more. Let us now begin to say the pledge together. As a graduate of the University of the West Indies, I commit myself to uphold the ideals and goals of my alma mater. My conduct and voice shall reflect the commitment to excellence of the light rising from the West. As I fulfill my social and professional responsibilities and serve my community and region, I will strive to ensure the U is placed as a Caribbean icon, the catalyst for Caribbean development and leadership. It is a legacy that I will proudly help build for future generations. The UE, first in our hearts and first in our region. Heartiest congratulations to you all.
Will everyone please stand? The university singers will now lead us in the singing of the university song. This brings to a close the public ceremony by which the University of the West Indies has signalized the award of degrees, diplomas, and certificates to its graduates. Congratulations to the class of 2024. The company will now disperse, but not before permitting me to escort their procession.